What up, YouTube fam? No to Fake J's. Today, wanted to do an unboxing video of the highly anticipated Air Jordan 5, the black, fire red, metallic, silver, white. Um, Retail price at $220. I bought these as a pre-sale from a guy, and so I'm opening the box at the same time, and I just got these today, so I'm opening the box with you guys. I'm hoping for the best. I don't know what's inside yet. I'm really hoping that it's a legit pair. But a little story behind it is that the more I kind of talked to him, the more suspect he became. He claims that these shoes came from Nike Dallas, so we'll see what happens. But I'm just afraid that he might have bought these from the China website and passing it off as retail price, a retail pair. And another reason to be suspect is that he was able to pre-sell these just a little bit over retail. So that means for me, retail would be retail plus tax plus shipping. Okay, and so I just pay maybe like $5 or $6 above that. So retail plus tax plus shipping. So and he did a 2-day shipping, USPS priority. And that cost him like almost like $27. So I don't know how he was able to do it, but if these are legit pairs, then that's good for me. So I'm sweating a little bit, and I'm hoping that this would be a good experience. So let's do this together. And if it's a obviously if it's a fake or replica or one of what I think is from the China website pair, then obviously I'm going to return it and ask for a refund. So I have that in my back pocket in case this guy tries to pull a fast one on me. All right, so number one thing is that what I look for is the box itself. Typically, what you see is that for these shoes that come from these China websites, the box is going to be totally damaged. They're not going to look like this good condition, which I do see, a little bit of bent here, but it's fine though. What I'm talking about is, the box is totally scratched up. There's holes everywhere. It just looks like it's beat up, and there's nothing. It doesn't look like a new box at all. Let's look at the bottom. So interestingly, now they're doing Nike with a swoosh, Nike swoosh itself, the word swoosh, Nike swoosh air, swoosh, and then the air. So they're kind of labeling all the logos. And then let's look at the tag. This one is let me try to focus in. There you go. So we got the black, fire red, metallic, silver, white. Number is 845-035-003, size 9. And another thing to look at is that usually with these boxes from China website, they will go ahead and remove the MSRP flip tag here. Okay, I don't know why, but I think maybe just when they're selling it, they don't want to show what the actual MSRP is. But anyways, so it's there, so it's a good sign overall. And the box looks in pretty good condition. It doesn't look like it's from the China website so far, but it's just a box. So once we get into it, we will investigate a little bit. So let's go. Okay, so far so good, I guess. So you have the number here on the side. Excuse me, there's my foot there. If you want to look at your box, maybe you'll see that there's a date and a number stamped on there. So for me, it says 040816. So I'm guessing it's April 8th, 2016, and 6. Okay, and then it comes in. First thing I see is this. Excuse me. First thing I see is this this white tissue. Okay, I'm not sure. It should be inside the shoes, I guess, but. And then you have the plastic garbage paper, and there they are. Let's see. So I'm gonna put some light on this later on, so just to show what the 3M looks like, and it's supposed to be super bright, but we'll see. So this is the first one, and then let me look at the other one. Okay. And then let me see if there's anything else inside the box. There's no Jumpman tag or anything like that. The keychain, nothing like that. So that's it. Okay, simple, I guess. All right, so let's put the shoes on here. So far so good, I guess. There are a couple of things that I do look for, where a lot of people pointed this out when the picture surfaced, that and which you'll get to, is that the letter E on the back is a little bit off to the right, and it's kind of left dangling on the right. So I'm not sure how that would explain it, but let's see if that is on this pair as well. Right off the bat, I guess you can tell that the Jordan, the Jumpman, let me just put some light on here just so that we can kind of get an idea. Okay, this one is not, well, I mean, I think in terms of the light, it's not as bright, but I think it's probably because I'm not using my cell phone, but I don't know, let's see if I can somehow make it brighter. Let me try doing this. Let me try turning off the light from my room, and then let's do this. Is that better? Is that a little bit brighter? Okay, I'm not sure why it's not as bright, but okay, so maybe that's an indication that this is not a real pair, but we'll see what happens. I guess what I can do is try to put on some light. But anyways, so this pair actually, okay, so that's good. So let me try turning back on the lights. Okay, and then so you'll see that a couple things is that the Nike lace lock, it has Nike on there, and I believe the pictures show that the word Nike on the actual red lace lock is also the side where it says Nike on the transparent plastic part. Okay, and it does. Okay, and the same thing on this side. You see the word Nike there, and it's also on the side of the Nike. Okay, and I think the other side is the Jumpman. So let me try to take this one out, show you guys. Yeah, so there's the Jumpman right there, and then Nike on this side. Okay, so same thing here. We have Nike and Jumpman on that side. Okay, so also looking at the shape of the shoe as well, is that I think the toe box is also something to look at as well. You want to make sure that the toe box is, and I'm having hard times focusing my phone today. So the toe box actually should be a little bit slanted, which it does have. It's not supposed to be a very bulky part here, which is good. The air bubble is supposed to be like this cream color, like an off-white, which it is as well. And then the tinted sole, blue sole at the bottom, which it is as well. And then Nike, Nike, good. All right, so let's look at the letter E on the back. So again, I've been told that, yeah, so I think this is actually an authentic pair. So if you look at the E actually looks totally, sort of left dangling on the right. Okay, so you see how the letter E, the top part, it doesn't match with the Nike, and it's kind of tilted to the right. Okay, also looking at the font itself, I heard compared to the other Nike Air Retro of the Jordan 5, the font is much bigger, but I don't have that version, so I can't really attest to that. But it looks right. I mean, it looks very straight, looks legit. The I is supposed to be between the two lines here of the K. And then the R is supposed to kind of be sort of at the end of the bottom line of the E. So that kind of matches. So that's good. Let me see the other shoe. This one also, yeah, this one actually droops down, I think, even more. So I think that this is the imperfection from Nike. And so unfortunately, I'm not going to expect any perfect, shape, letters, anything like that. You can see this one is really drooped down. So I think this is actually an authentic pair. And so I actually wanted to do a unboxing, so review of this. For the price of $220, do I think it's worth it? Probably not. But I think for nostalgic reasons, and for the memory of it, having that Nike in the back, I think, for us collectors, I think it's worth it. But would I purchase more than one pair? That's up to debate. I think because these might sit, and so anytime when it sits, it may. Because I just looked up on eBay just today, and they were having a full size run there. So I think while these may sit, I'm not sure if these will be discounted or even go into outlet. If it does, I'm definitely going to pick up more pair. But as of now, I think we need to let it kind of sit a little bit. The Jumpman. Another thing to look for Jumpman is that you see the 4 fingers there on the hand right here. The Jumpman looks pretty good. Doesn't look weird, and they both match. And then so I want to show you the comparison, and I'm not going to do a real in-depth comparison just because it's not the 2000 version where it has a Nike Air on there, but I'm going to just do a brief comparison of the 2007 version. And here we go. So I think one of the things that you can tell right away is that the Jumpman is different, whereas the 2007 has the butt crack right here, and it just looks more rounded. And then versus the 2016, you can see that like the body part is a little bit more defined. It's not like the rounded belly, if you will. There's no butt crack, and then there's no fingers. There's only maybe the hand being spread out. It's not showing the 4 fingers. Okay, you can see right there. Okay, versus the 4 fingers here. I think the material wise, it's pretty much the same. By just looking at it now and feeling it, I think it's the same. According to the Nike website, yeah, the height is the same too. According to the Nike website, the 2016 upper is made out of leather / Duerbuck, and by just kind of feeling it, it feels about the same. So I think they're both Duerbuck, and I think I know that a lot of people were like, "Oh, I should have wanted Nubuck versus Duerbuck." I think the difference is that Duerbuck it does last longer, but they're not as flexible. They're a little bit tougher. Therefore, it's going to last a little longer. Now and then if you look at the 1990 Air Jordan 6s, or even 1991 Air Jordan 6s and 1990, those were all nubuck, and you can see that leather, that part, the nubuck just becomes, it just rips off really easily, and then I think it loses its durability. But let's kind of look at more. So you see the leather, or the Duerbuck white line here on both shoes. The height is pretty much dead on. Okay, height is pretty much good. The Air Jordan 1 for the 2007 is right side up, whereas the retro 2016 is upside down. I think they did this for the Jordan 4s, where they had the Air Jordan upside down, but then I think for the original 5s, because I had the original 5, the white fire red with the 3M reflective tongue. I remember correctly, these were right side up instead of upside down. So I'm not sure why they did this way, but anyways, I'm not gonna care about that much. Let's see what else. The netting on the side. I think by just looking at it quickly, it looks like the 2007 is ever so slightly has a bigger hole than the 2016. Of course, you have your bottom where the 2016 has a blue tinted sole. where it says Nike, and then the 2007 says Jordan. So and then these are yellowing, so it kind of gives its character. Of course, there's no 23 on the side, which replicating the original Air Jordan 5. But I heard someone from the from a forum that it may not be a bad idea to actually put 23, but then use the same font as the as Michael's PE shoes, which has more of a bigger more angled font of 23 instead of the rounded 23 here. I think this one looks really weak, but perhaps somebody can do that. That'll be cool. For me, I'm just kind of gonna kind of leave it there. I'm not sure how to even paint Durbuck, but anyways, toe box. The toe box, I think the toe box might be, let me see, by just looking at it quickly, I think the 2007 has a wider toe box and 2016 has a more narrow toe box. But I think how Jordan make their retros nowadays is that, and you can see how the 2016 is just, it sticks out a little bit more than the 2007. So it may not be true to size. I may want to advise you to do half a size down. But if you have white feet, then go ahead and just get, your regular size. But other than that, I'm going to probably do a on feet after this. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in terms of this. Did you cop a pair? And this is actually the 5th installment of the Jordan Retro with the Nike Air branding. So the first one they did was the 1988 Air Jordan 3 white cement with the Nike Air. But then the bottom of that sole, if I remember correctly, it still said Jordan instead of Nike. So they kind of messed up there. And then your second one was the Air Jordan 6 maroon with Nike Air. And then the third one was the third one was the Jordan 4 cement, and then the fourth one is the Jordan 5. This one. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this is the fourth installment of the Air Jordan with Nike Air branding. I'm actually kind of excited, looking forward to the when they do the Nike Air branding for the 5 of the white infrared with the 3M reflected, because that was my original pair that I got back in 1990. Also looking forward to the Air Jordan 4 black cement with Nike Air, and also the Air Jordan 6 white infrared with Nike Air. So if I could get those, I would complete my OG collection with Nike Air. So I would be pretty happy about that. So I'm going to try to turn on the light and hopefully we can see the differences. Okay, so let me try that. Okay, so as you can see, that the 2016 does light up a little bit more. And although not much, but I think I don't know, I think my light is not as bright, but anyways, I think this might give you a pretty good idea of what it may look like. Okay, I think the timing of the distance of the light also is a factor. Let me try something different.